Hi everyone, this is Hannah. So today I'm going to do the tutorial video for this large bundle keeper set. And before the video, I want to give you an update on the roller skate shaker tags. So yeah, it's available in the store now, and when you order it, you will get the full dice. So also the 90s bundle is available. So I will link everything in the description box below. So definitely check that. And then let's get back to this tutorial. So this is the one that I made, and I will do the process video here. And let me show you the dice. So you get a lot of pieces here, but the mini dice that we gonna use is this one, the big one, and this one, and also this one. And this is the pocket, and yeah, these two. So these are the dice that we are going to use today. The rest is the decoration pieces that you can use on your keeper. And this is the hinge that if you want to make it like like normal mini albums, you can use this one. I have cut a lot of pieces. Yeah, and let me show you the ones that I made. So because my cardstock is not very heavy, so I cut these three pieces first, and then add the pattern paper on top, so it will be thick enough. Because I made 4 pages, right? Okay, as I have cut 4 pieces of this one, so it's using this die set. This is the main die set. So I cut 4 pieces of it, and then I cut 1 piece of this one, yeah, in the pink color. And then these two are that you need to cut by yourself, and also these two. So here is the measurements. Since I work in centimeters, so this is the centimeter, and this is the groove flap. They are just the same, not same size, but let me explain it to you. So in centimeters, I cut this one as this 5 by 14.5 centimeters, and each side has 1 centimeter as groove flap. So when you cut it as this size, then you need to make sure to leave 1 centimeter at each hand as the groove flap. And if you want to make your bundle larger, then you just need to make this wider, right? Just make sure, no matter how wide you made it, leave like 1 centimeter as the groove flap. So this is another piece. So this piece is 5 centimeters by 15.8 centimeters. Also, you will need to score 1 centimeter at each side to be the groove flap. And this one is going to be this part. So this part is a little longer than this part, okay? And then you need to cut these ones. So it's 2 by 14.5 centimeters, and you need to cut it 2 pieces. This is to make the hinge part for the inside. So like the one that I made is with 2 pages in the inside, so I only cut 2 pieces. Then if you want to have more pieces, then have more pages, then you can cut more. Yeah. And then I fold them in half. Yeah. And then I also cut these 2 pieces because I found that the one that I made, see the paper crease here. Yeah, so if I want to make it more sturdy, I need to use a layering piece here, and also the layering piece here to make my page more sturdy. Then in this way, you also need to cut your pattern paper in this size. See, 5 plus 5 minus this 2 centimeter groove flap, then it's the 3 centimeter for the layering piece. The width of the layering piece is 3 centimeters. Okay, so this is the one in centimeters, and this is the one in inches. Yeah, I wrote it like so because it's better to write and better to calculate. So I made this one as 2 inches wide and 5 3/4 inches long, and 4 inches and 1/4 inches is as the groove flap. So you need to score 1/4 inches at each side to be the groove flap. And for the hinge, so for the inside hinge, I made it 1 inch by 5 3/4 inches and 2 pieces. It's just because I want to have a better calculation. You can definitely make this width shorter, okay? And then for this part is 2 inch by 6 1/4 inch. So remember the length should be this size, but for the width you can calculate by yourself, just depending on how many pages you want your keeper to be. Okay, so the layering piece is also is 1 1/2 inch by 5 3/4 inches, and this one is 1 1/2 inch by 6 1/4 inches. See, all the lengths are the same. Yeah, just the width should be different. If you made it as this one, then you will get 2 pages in the inside. And if you want to make more, then make sure that you calculated this width, you know, at your request. Okay, so I have cut these all out, and then I also cut some pages for you to see how to put the pattern paper on top. So first I cut this one, and also this one and this one, yeah, like so. And then I also cut this one in foam. See here, the foam part, just to make it pop up. And then I also cut this part, and also the word keeper. Here, I cut these. Okay, so let's get started on the process. Okay, let me first glue these pieces on top of this one, because yeah, these are small and these are tiny, and I'm afraid that it will lose it will missing when I'm doing the video. So yeah, so I first stick this together. So I first glue this on top in case I'm missing it during the video. Since we always, you know, finding things when we are doing the crafting process, right? Things always missing on the table and suddenly appears one day. So we first put these keeper words on top to see if which is the right position that we need to put them. Okay, so we can stick them on top. Okay, so we have this ready, and yeah, we stick it on top of this one. So let's put it aside. So here is this one, and yeah, this one is the shorter one. So we put it in this direction and stick this part here. So it will be like this. And then also folding this piece here, and let's take another piece. So this piece is going to be here, connect it here. So it will look like this. And then let's take this piece here. So this is the longer one. Okay, stick this part here. And now stick this part over here. So this is the basic structure like so. And then let's add the layering piece here just to make the pages more sturdy. So here is this page. And here is this page to adding on top. You can make this page, you can make this part into a shaker. I was thinking about that, but then I need to change my glue flap that I already cut. So yeah, I didn't do it. But I think it would be fun, to have a shaker front. See, if I want to make a shaker in this part, then the glue flap will be too narrower, I think. Here, right? Then I think it may be better to make a pocket of sequins here. And let me see, we need to put, yeah, let's put this piece, the layering piece here. So yeah, this one is the shorter one. And this one is the longer one. And this is the backing. So I found there is a good thing about this die. When we cut mini albums, then because this is the front side, right? So when we cut the back side of our mini album, the page we make might be the back side, which have things like this. See that you can see it's a backside page. But with this one, if you want to cut the backside, then you just turn around this die set. See these two, they are just the same. So when I cut this one, I cut it like so, right? Then I want to cut this one, I just change the direction here. Then I will cut this piece. Then there will be no, like this one that you can see is backwards, right? Yeah, when I first cut it, I totally forgot about this one, about this tip. So I put my cutting die at this part because I want this backing image. Then yeah, after that I realized I made a mistake. I can totally use this one to also cut the back side of the paper. So let's put this piece on top. So this is how it look like, at the outside. And for the inside, we have this piece, right? So we fold it in half and take this page here. And so we stick this piece over here and then stick this piece on this side. So like this, right? To put it on this spine part. See, it look like this. Okay, so one page is ready, and let's make the other page. So the two pages are ready, and then we can add the layering piece on top to decorate this bundle part. And this is the pocket. So this is the die to make the pocket. So we also first, there is folding line here, so we fold it around this folding line. So we can first add glue on the very end to close the corner part first. And now add this pocket into this into the inner page. So one page is ready, right? And yeah, let's do the second one. Yeah, I'm going to do this back side. So then I still have two pages that I'm going to stick the pattern paper on top. But yeah, it's like this. And now you need to add a Velcro here. Okay, you know, things happen. I was going to find my Velcro, but I only found this half. I need to find the other half, but I just can't find it on my desk now. So you need to, you know, take this Velcro at this part. So it's like this. Yeah, and then, you know, put the other half on top and close it. Then the other half will be on this place. And then your keeper is ready to go. So it's like this. Okay, I'm sorry, I just can't find my other half of the Velcro. So it will look like this. See here, and then yeah, I think this part I still need to put something on top because this is just not quite catch my eyes. I can only say that. But yeah, I'm going to put something on top, and then I also need to put other pattern paper inside to complete my project. But it will look like this, and here you can see the structure, right? Yeah, so yeah, this is the tutorial for today. Yeah, and if you have any questions, please let me know. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you in my next craft video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.